Hello and welcome, my name is Vakile. So we are dealing here with the CAGED system where we deal with the one open position and then we progress with the open position into the inner parts of the fretboard. And here are the open position chords that we learned in the previous lesson. C, A, G, E, and D. So D. So D, be careful because I got this thumb here is fretting there. Get another third there. So okay. So today in this lecture we're dealing with the G major chord. And the G major chord is like that. Now on the G major chord, we are going to spell it right away. And it's G, B, D, G, B, G. G, B, D, G, B, G. In terms of the degrees, you're going to find out this is 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, and 1. So it's 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, and 1. Okay. So those are your roots. Okay. So you got those roots there. Okay. This is the thing. So we are going to use the landmarking principle. We're going to landmark. This is a root and this is a root, the most outer roots. So which chord has its most inner roots as string number 6 and string number 1? Then we find it's the E chord, which is there. So we go in front of that G chord, we put our E chord there. So this is a G major chord. That's a G major chord there. Let's spell that chord. And let's see how we have placed our fingers. We have barred across string fret number 3, strings 1 to 6. Dropped our second finger on 4th fret, string number 3. Dropped our pinky on fret number 5, string number 4. And our third finger on fret number 5, string number 5. And there we ring it. There you go. Slowly. And this is our G major chord. And let's spell it. In terms of notes, that's going to be our G there. That's going to be our D, G, B, and that's going to be D, and that's going to be G. Okay. So in terms of degrees, this is going to be a 1, a 5, a 1, a 3, a 5, a 1. So 1, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1. 1, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1. So that's the formula there. Hear that ring. So that's a beautiful chord. That's the E shape of the G major chord, and it's one of the easiest chords to play, and that can be summarized like that. You just lift other fingers and you leave 3 fingers so that you can have this finger to play around and do other hammer-ons or trills or anything of that nature. All those techniques, you can use this finger here to do that when you summarize the chord like that. And in any case, when you're playing rhythm, you'd want to play the top 4 strings most of the time, you know. And that leaves you with this. That's a G major chord there, G major chord. And so let's again use the method of landmarking. Let's go back to our chord. This is our full chord, and in the full chord we're going to look at the roots: 6th string, 4th string, and 1st string. So this is the most outer root. So which chord has a root on the 5th string? So you find it's a D. So we come here. Now we move forward with a D, D shape like that. D shape, that's a G major chord. G major chord, the D shape of the G major chord. Now, this one is a little subtle because you don't want to play this, or even if it's fretted like that, you just want to mute it using the tip of your finger, just the tip there, and you want to play from strings number 5 down up to string number 1. So let's explain how it's fretted here. You bar across strings 1 to 5 on fret number 5, okay, and the tip of your finger there mutes this 6th string, okay, or you can use your thumb if you want, but it's better utilize the same thing that's already working. So you put your 3rd finger on fret number 7, string number 1, your 2nd finger on fret number 7, string number 3, and your pinky on fret number 8, string number 2. So you ring from the 5th string. The 5th string. Make sure it's firmly held. That's your G major chord, the G major chord. And let us spell this G major chord. You're actually going to have a D there, a G, a D, a G, and a B. Okay, so in terms of degrees, it's 5, 1, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 1, 3. So here is it. That's the D. Okay, let's summarize. So far we have come from the G shape of the G major chord, and we've gone E shape of the G major chord, and we are now on the D shape of the G major chord. You know, sometimes you forget to fret. You forget to fret this tip of the finger. Always playing from string number 5. Now we landmark again. We have seen that on our formula. This is 5, 1, 5, 1, 3, and this 1 here. Say we ask ourselves which one in the open position has a root on there, on the 2nd string. And we find out it's a C. That C there. So we come here. We put our C there. This is our G major chord. G major chord. I play this a lot, the G major chord. Okay, this is our C shape of the G major chord. And just to see how we've fretted that, we've put our 1st finger, barred it across string number 1 to 6. Like that, and we drop our 2nd finger on the 8th fret, string number 2, like that, and we put our 3rd finger on string number 4, fret number 9, like that, and we put our pinky on fret number 10, string number 5. So it rings like that. Very nice chord there, and let's spell it in terms of the notes that are there. Now the notes that are gonna be there, as you may see, this is a B, and this is a G, that's a B, that's a D, that's a G, and that's a B. That's how it goes. In terms of the degrees, let's put the spelling in terms of degrees going that way. There. So we're gonna have here 3, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3. So it's gonna be 3, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3. Very beautiful chord formula there. And you may want to play starting from the root itself, which is that. You fret the whole chord though, but you may want to play using the finger, the strings 5 back to 1 like that, just to start with just to highlight the root there. Sometimes in some pieces of songs it is muddy to play this. Sounds muddy. So this is the thing. So far, how have we progressed? Let's see. We are dealing with the G major chord here. The G major chord. So we started here with the open G, and that's a G shape of the G major chord. And then we went to the E shape of the G major chord. And then we went to the D shape of the G major chord, D shape. And then we went to the C shape of the G major chord. Just let's go back to the D. That's the D shape there. And an alternative fretting would be that, where you merely shift this third to there, and then you stop ringing this. You have to mute this one, and then the other fingers remain where they are. Okay, so we are now on the C shape, which is that. Again, let's look at the formula and proceed to landmark. Okay, this is a 3, a 1. Oh, that's the most outer one there, so we are happy. So we look at the open position. Which chord has a root on the, which is most inner, in the inner parts of it? So we look at that. It's A. A is like that. And by the way, this is the A, open A. So we'll go back to our G, which was that. So we put an A position here, or A shape, which is that. That's a G major chord. G major chord. Let's explain here. I have barred across strings 1 to 6 on fret number 10, and I've put my third finger, barred it across strings 2, 3, and 4 like that. And these two fingers are not doing anything, so I can ring the chord. Okay, so that's my thing. And let's spell this chord. That's gonna be a D there, G, D, G, B, D. In terms of degrees, the formula is 5, 1, 5, 1, 3, 5, 5, 1, 5, 1, 3, 5. So that's our A shape of the G major chord. So that's another place where you can play your G there. Okay, now if you look at examine this chord again, you find the formula again. It's 5, 1, 5, 1, 3, 5. Okay, that's the formula again. Now let's look at where we have reached so far. So far we have done the chord of G, and we have shown the G shape of the G major chord. and the E shape of the G major chord, and the D shape of the G major chord, this one muted, and the C shape of the G major chord, and the A shape of the G major chord. Okay, so when you get here, you find one of the roots here is this. That's the most outer root there. Which chord here has that root? And you find that is the G, where this third string is the root here. So you come back here and fret your G. Now you may want to notice it's the same as that, but an octave higher, and that's your chord there. It's still, so this is an octave, and when you reach the octave, you repeat the things, you know, you repeat the shapes. Let's repeat the shapes. We go there, that's E shape, and that's the G shape, that's the C shape. Now getting harder to, or maybe we can do the fewer strings, and then the A shape. You got the A shape is that. It's very difficult to fret up there. It's really difficult. So let's work it again. Work it out again from the beginning. We are dealing with the key of G here, and I want you to know this, that this is our G major chord, G shape, and next one, G major chord, E shape, next one, G major shape, D shape, next one, G major chord, C shape, next one, G major chord, A shape. So you can spell again the word CAGED here, but there it's spelled in kind of starting from G, E, D, C, A, G, E, D. So you can see, anyhow, wherever you start from, you end up as well with the word CAGED, because it's gonna start. You're gonna have a CAGED in there. Okay, so this is the thing. That's why it's called the CAGED system, because it's like a CAGED system written in a cycle, and you can always read CAGED like that. You know, so that's what it is. When you reach an octave, you start repeating your shapes. So this is the thing. So on practicing it, I would advise you can use a metronome. You start with the first position, that's the A shape, you go to the E shape, go to the D shape, go to the C shape, go to the A shape, back to the G shape, E shape, okay, beautiful, and so on. So you go on practicing that, and make sure that you change swiftly. I would say the chord that I use the least here is the D shape here, which is not that it's, I use it in a subtle way, just like that. So that's how I use it. Now to fret it quickly like that may be tricky, so you need to train on those two chords, either this or you may want to fret it from you fret that, go back, you just go between those two places until it's until you get it. Now, I just want to thank you very much and urge you to subscribe to this program. We have a lot of things coming up that we're going to just learn together and put, put them on the guitar, demonstrate them, and then we are going to understand them and apply them in our playing in any type of music that you play. This is an African guitar, but you can apply any of these principles in any of your music genres that you're playing there. Thank you very much. My name is Ukile. I'll meet you in the next. Cheers.